welcome inside the Eagan Civic Arena. Andrew Bonin, Nolan Koleje, the flag bearers tonight for the Eagan Wildcats, both squirt players in the Eagan hockey program. They're excited. The Eagan Wildcats are excited because the Lakeville North Panthers here at the Civic Arena, little South Suburban Conference play. He's Nathan Cron. I'm Mike Cook. Happy to be with you here on a Tuesday night inside the Civic Arena. Wildcats looking to snap that slide they've been on. Unfortunately been a 6-gamer, 3 of which have come in overtime. Lakeville North, they've won 2 straight as they took care of Chanhassen and Apple Valley Burnsville back-to-back games last Thursday and Friday. And Nathan, the Cats looking to find some positivity. It's been coming. They've been scoring some goals. Just can't get that W.
Yeah, early in the season, the Wildcats had some really superlative goaltending and were losing games really close, not able to put the puck in the net. The last 6 games, they've managed to really change that momentum, although they have not been able to get W's on the scoreboard, on the standings. But the reality of it is the Wildcats have got to start fast. They've got to start well. They can't take penalties. They've got to play smart, fundamental hockey, and they've got to strike first, Mike. I'm going to go out on a limb. I think the Wildcats really need to strike first to set, put a marker in the sand here.
I would agree with that. That was Blake Prouty with the first really shot on goal. Prouty had 2 goals on that loss to Minneapolis, 4-3 here last Thursday. Prouty going to the backhand. Carter Mayfield with the stop. That's his first of the game. They call him C-Mayf. Little netminder. 6'3", 175 for that senior. And the Wildcats, here comes Prouty with the puck. He's got Andrew Vobel with him. Vobel back after a hand injury, kept him out for a little while. Good to see 28 back on the ice. A lot of young fans just off the glass here wearing the Eagan colors, but Lakeville, keep an eye on it. Sam Foley out there right now. He's number 7. Connor Gonboy is 17. Drew Thompson, 19. Gonboy just a sophomore for this Lakeville North squad, but he is a player to keep an eye on. 17 goals, 17 helpers coming into this one for number 17, conveniently enough, for the Panthers.
Impressed early with the size of these Panthers. These guys are big, they're strong, they're skating well, and they're moving the puck. So big, tall order here for the Wildcats as that one goes in on Mayfield.
Minute and a half gone by in this one. Quick shot on. That came from number 24, Max Turner. He's going to head to the bench. Part of a line change. It looks like it's going to be the Connor Keogh, Brandon Lutterberg, Ben Williams trio out for the Wildcats. Lakeville North looking to make a change as well, I believe. They see McGuire Deweese, number 12, Logan Nelson, 10, and 15, Cole Peterson on the ice for Jake Taylor's squad. Marcus Boniface, first save of the game for the Eagan netminder. Got the blocker on it, into the netting, face off.
Well, in the last 6 games, the Wildcats have been 0-6. 3 of those 0-6 games of that run, 3 of those games have gone to overtime. And so against Eastridge, against Rosemount, and against Minneapolis. So big order here for these Wildcats to get some early positivity. Now, we've seen some of those games. Some of those games were home games. Mike and you and I were able to be at some of those and call some of those games. And the reality is the Wildcats have shown good spirit, good comeback spirit this season. It would really be nice for the Wildcats, at least from the blue and green and silver standpoint, to avoid having to constantly be coming back. And that's why I talk about Wildcats really need to start fast here, start early, get some good shots, offensive pressure, maybe slip one past Mayfield.
Yeah, and unfortunately that Minneapolis game, the Wildcats led 3-1 after 2. Minneapolis got a couple there midway through the third and then got the overtime winner about midway through the extra frame. And in that Eastview game, the Cats led 4-2 in the second before giving up the last 4 goals of the Eastview game. That did not go to overtime, but Rosemount, came back at a couple in the third to really put a scare in the Irish in that game. And speaking of the Irish, Lakeville played them a week ago, lost by a football like 10-3. Talking to some of their coaches, and they said that was just one of those games we just did not play well. And they also said they played without Conboy that game, and they, like many other teams, they're battling the crud that's going around right now. The Cats are without Nygaard tonight due to illness, for example. But other than that, Cats are pretty much healthy. Shilkin's still out with an injury, but Fingers crossed we'll get him back for the playoffs. Puck at neutral. Here comes Woogan for the Wildcats. Mayfield quickly steers that one aside. Kept in Forrester, not for long. Here comes Lakeville the other way. Bachmeyer, 2-on-1 potential, and it's 1-0 North. I believe Decker's going to get it. 3:16 time of that one. And the Panthers take the early lead.
Well, they strike first. Good work at the blue line by the Panthers, forcing the Wildcats out into the neutral zone and forcing the 2-on-1. Wildcats were in the midst of finishing up a change, and so as a result, the extra defender, extra player was not on the ice or just coming onto the ice as that broke. And it looks like I could not tell if it was, I think it went through the legs of Boniface. And honestly, not the kind of goal that Marcus Boniface usually gives up.
Get the official word. So there you go, Decker with the goal. Sam Moore got an assist. That one pops up kind of in front of the Lakeville cage. We play on inside the zone. 21, Brett Wines also got an assist for Lakeville North on that goal. For public address announcer Nick Johnson. And here come the Panthers the other way. Shot that one off the off of Owen Wood as Bachmeyer with the attempt. They call him Baki, number 14 in black. Long shot. Boniface right pad save off the shot of Drew Thompson. Thompson had a hattie a couple games ago in that Chanhassen win for Lakeville North. Cats looking to poke it out, unable to do so. Turner stops, spins. Nope, finally get it back out to neutral. Opportunity for the Wildcats. Garrett Koken with an opportunity. Tied up, didn't get a real good shot off. Conboy helped out, but Mayfield still forced to get that pad down. Forrester, nice job. He keeps that one in. Quick shot. Mayfield, another one. Has to steer that one aside. Kept in, no. Gets past, thank you. And regrouping will be Ballman for the Wildcats. Ballman, one of those kids, he missed a couple of games battling that crud that's going around, but back strong as usual. North, they're going to send it near side. Here's Foley. Sam Foley, 7 on the right wing. Gets it, that top line heads to the bench for Lakeville North. And Cole Peterson and company hop over the boards for Jake Taylor's squad. Just over 5 minutes gone by in this one, 1-0 North. Here comes Jake Woog for the Wildcats. Woog out there, he's got Stanky with him. Blake Prouty will join that group. Coming out Lakeville North, and boy, North has got some speed.
Yeah, they're demonstrating that. They're quickly pushing the puck up the ice. And oftentimes when we see big breakout passes or stretch passes, that's how teams will be able to move the puck. But right now, the Lakeville North Panthers doing a nice job of just skating it.
Yep. Brunello is going to bring in from his defensive position. Lost it at the blue line, did stay in the zone, and still stays in the zone. Couldn't quite get poked out by the Cats. North able to make a full 5-player change in that sequence. Out in front, opportunity. Quick shot, Boniface steers that one aside. Wines looking to light the lamp.
And Wines, I think, would like that one back. Honestly, it looked like he had a bit of space to shoot at. Boniface doing a nice job of coming out of his crease, the edge of his crease, to cut down those angles. But I think Wines would like that one back, as looked like he had some open net to shoot at and just shot it too close to Boniface.
Looking for Wines. He's got 5 goals on the year, 11 helpers. That 11 helpers is 4th on this Lakeville North squad. Moore overskates the puck. Jake Woog in deep for the Wildcats. Number 14, you can't miss number 14 on the ice. Brandon Lunenberg for the Wildcats. All the way down, no icing. Boniface plays that one around. Backhanded out by Holman. Staying on sides is Williams and Turner. Williams gets the shot off that time. Turner going to go in deep. Nice to see Turner got off the schneid and got a goal. I think it was the Eastview game, if I'm not mistaken. Really been fighting all year. A lot of opportunities and finally got one to go through. Outside right at the Northfield, or almost said Northfield, the Lakeville North bench. Forrester again pinching in. That's a couple of times he's done that so far tonight. Looking, tied up nicely. Here comes Lakeville. 3-on-1 opportunity. Conboy down that wing. He's going to shoot from there. Boniface shuts that 5-hole quickly. Conboy stays with it. Great puck handling by Conboy. Shot from way out. Glove save Boniface. Probably wisely held on to Garrett Gilquist with that shot.
I think it was Prouty on the ice. Might have been Nygaard. I couldn't.
Not Nygaard.
And it wasn't Nygaard because he's out sick. I could not see who it was numbers-wise, but one of the Eagan players, whoever was the defender on that 3-on-1, did a nice job of forcing Conboy into taking that shot. The worst thing in the world would be if Conboy would be able to get that pass across to the other side of the slot. Instead, Conboy shoots, goes wide, and ultimately Boniface gets it for a frozen puck.
Cats, can they get it out? They're going to try on that far side. Prouty off the stick of Wood just far enough. It won't be an ice as that puck's dumped into the north zone. 9.5 to go, opening period. I said 1-0 in favor of the visitors. Conboy goes down to one knee. We play on. Thompson, a couple of nice moves against Owen Wood. Thompson trying to go forehand, but Boniface there for the Wildcats. Getting it back this time is Thompson. He's out there with Foley and Conboy at the moment. As I say that, all three of them head to the bench. Cross ice pass off Prouty's stick into the zone. Lucas Rupert, defenseman number 5 for Lakeville North, first man to that puck. Mayfield another save on that shot that came from darn near center ice. Lakeville looking to spring a man, couldn't do it near side, picked off Ballman. And Lakeville North, can they cleanly get out of their own zone? Peterson eludes a man at the blue line. 3-on-1 potential going down that far side. That was McGuire DeWeese, I believe, number 12. They call him Mac or Miggy is his nicknames. We're halfway through the opening period.
Cats out shooting the Panthers 9-6 on the scoreboard. So what I'll tell you what I like about the Cats right now in terms of the way they're playing, Mike, is they are shooting early and often. They're not waiting after they get in the zone. They're not waiting to set up the perfect shot. They're just putting shots on Mayfield and looking for rebounds or maybe screens. I think that's the way to go if you're the Wildcats.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've seen too much this year where they kind of hang on to it, wait for the ideal shot. Schrick unable to keep that one in at the blue line for Lakeville North, but he'll control. Tries to get it ahead to neutral, right across the Wildcat logo. Here comes Lakeville again, 3-on-2. Moore with a shot. Boniface got the glove, couldn't quite hang on. And that puck will stay in the Wildcat zone. Heads up. We got a souvenir just 2 rows in front of us up here. Oh, some young Wildcat fan. Oh, Bonin, it was our flag guy. Andrew Bonin getting that puck.
He was up here quickly, Mike. I'm impressed. And there are a lot of cords and tripods and all sorts of gear up here, but he was not going to be denied.
I think that one was coming right for you, actually.
Well, I'm glad you stepped in front of it.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I'm glad somebody stepped in front of it.
Yeah, we got to look out, God. Yeah, it's sad if we got to look out for each other on that. Hey, we even had Cooper up here, the super fan for Lakeville North. The young super fan. Conboy is just a sophomore. This is Schrick. He'll send it across just behind. They were trying to get Wines coming out of the zone. Try once again. This will be Schrick. This will be successful going the other way for Lakeville. There's Foley, one of the seniors on this squad. Really nice passing play. Couldn't quite connect at the end, though, was Thompson. Cats, can they get something out of the zone? They can. Head of steam this time. Prouty going to go in deep against Wines, and they're both going to hit the boards. I think Lakeville North looking for a call there, none upcoming. Penalty free thus far in this hockey game. Somebody lost a stick up into the netting. That was Prouty. I'm not sure how that got out going, but it went high.
Second or third time that the Wildcats have had a centering pass coming through the slot or through the crease, and no one's been there for the Wildcats. So, Lakeville North doing a good job right now holding the Wildcats off the board. I think we're going to get an icing here against the Panthers, but a couple of times the Wildcats have set up some opportunities where that puck comes into the slot and just no one's there ready to shoot. And, I like the idea, I mentioned it earlier, I like the idea of shooting early and often if you're the Wildcats, getting just shots to the net, even if they're low, relatively low percentage shots. If you take enough low percentage shots, eventually from a math standpoint, you know what happens, Mike. Yep. Eventually something starts going in.
Turner on the draw, wins it for Eagan. Quick shot that time came off the stick of Koken. Koken out there with Turner, 24, and number 4 is Liam Thomas for the Eagan Wildcats. Face off stays in the Lakeville North zone. This will be to the left of Carter Mayfield. Big number 1. Cats going to make, well, they're going to put a fresh 3 up top. Lakeville says, well, we're going to keep the 5 we got.
Well, Mayfield with a nice save there with some traffic in front of him, but he's a big goaltender, so he does a nice job of covering up the net, although he squeezed that one very, very nicely.
Mayfield, .472 goals against average, .868 save percentage. He's had the bulk of the work for this Lakeville North squad, although Evan Loftus got the win last time out against Apple Valley. That was his first career win for number 29 in black. The junior netminder. Mayfield is a senior. Here's Forrester for the Wildcats. Loses it. Decker has got the lone goal in this hockey game so far, which has 5:43 to go. Opening period. Outstanding flow to this hockey game.
Yeah, very few stoppages, lots of up and down action. Shots 11, now 11-6 in favor of the Wildcats.
Cats were changing up behind the play. And here comes Lakeville, 3-on-4. Trying to go wide, actually cut to the middle. Boniface with the big save that time on McGuire DeWeese. McGuire also has a twin brother on this team, Landon, number 8. And the Cats keep that one in. Nice job, Owen Wood, one of the captains for this squad at the blue. An odd angle shot. I think it might hit a little iron and went up into the netting on the far side. Face off, Lakeville North zone.
Well, I hope it hit iron. Otherwise, it was going to hit Mayfield in the helmet. So I'm glad it hit iron and went up into the netting. But so far, the Lakeville North Panthers haven't. I would say they're not giving up. They certainly haven't given up any really good scoring opportunities for the Wildcats. Shots are one thing, scoring opportunities are another, Mike, and that's what the Wildcats need. A couple of scoring opportunities here from these shots.
We mentioned the speed a few moments ago. I'm curious, can the Cats keep this up the entire game if this stays into a track meet? I don't think they've had much of that this year where the game is this up and down right away. Wood takes his man out. Lakeville North looking for a call, none coming.
So far, the refs letting them play. I honestly, Mike, I think the refs could have called a couple of penalties, maybe. You know, one on each team, maybe 2 on each team. You know, little stuff, but they're letting it go so far. I imagine at some point in the near future, they're going to have to tighten it up. They're going to have to tighten it up and probably a little whistle or 2. The key for the Wildcats is to not take that penalty. They really cannot go on the penalty kill. Their penalty kill at only 72% is, well, it's struggled this year.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
That's how I put it. Yes.
Forrester keeps that one in. It might have been played with a high stick. Nice glove save there by Mayfield. I think I heard him call for it. Very shortstop like there.
Fair. I thought he was waving his arm for a fair catch.
Also only the one arm, so bottom line is he put it in that mitt. Face off stays in the north zone. Turner to draw for the Wildcats. Conboy to draw for North. Cats able to throw a quick shot. Turner. I like the idea, just shoot it on goal, see what happens. Kept in nice to Koken, opportunity. Quick shot, big save. Both these goalies making some nice saves early. Trying to get the tip by Liam Thomas in front off that shot from Forrester. Somebody lost a stick out there. There's 2 of them laying on the ice now.
No, there was an injured Lakeville North player who crawled on his hands and knees to the bench. There was some sort of conflagration at the far side. I could not tell which Eagan. There was an Eagan player and a Lakeville North player mixing it up. I'm not sure if they got tangled up or exactly what happened. Referees didn't call anything there.
Back to opportunity back. Oh, it's 2-0 North. Not sure if that one went in clean or got tipped. We'll have to wait for the word, but looks like Caden Decker might have his second of the hockey game. With 3:29 to go here in this opening frame. Decker first man to the bench, so traditionally you would say that would be him.
Yeah, unlike his first goal, which was a little dirtier, a little greasier, this was just a sweet shot from Boniface's right. And he beats Boniface, I think, glove side high into the corner.
13:31 time of the goal. Hope to get the word from Nick Johnson, the public address announcer here in the arena. 8th shot of the game for Lakeville. Cats have 12.
Scoring for Lakeville North, number 6, Hayden Decker. Assist number 9, Sam Moore. And number 32, Jackson Schrick.
So Moore with his second assist of the game. Jackson Schrick got an assist as well on that Lakeville North goal. Well, we talked earlier, you mentioned it, Cats really needed to get that first goal. Not happening for the home team.
It's not happening for the home team yet as Woog goes around the outside, goes right to the net. And I like a nice play by Woog.
Nice save by Mayfield too. Read that well. But yeah, I like what Jake did on that play. Just went down, just try to make something happen.
Well, it's going to be, as we've seen, and we've seen Prouty step up as a notable example, scoring goals for this Wildcat team over the last handful of games. It's going to be the seniors, it's going to be the captains, it's going to be those guys who the Wildcats are going to have to rely on as they try to, get back into this hockey game. And they've got almost 2.5 minutes to go here to try to climb back into this hockey game. And a 2-1 first period intermission would feel a lot different than 2-0, Mike.
Absolutely. Should mention, by the way, we do have a little bit more of a scaled down production this evening. Multiple things going on in the Eagan community. So unfortunately, we don't have replay capability with this setup, but so I know some of our Eagan fans are used to that. But nonetheless, still happy to bring you Wildcat hockey against Lakeville North with 2 to go in the first.
Thanks to everybody from Lakeville and from all over the country checking us out on YouTube.
Thompson with a save. Oh, juicy rebound laying there. Cats able to get that one out of harm's way. And Lakeville North forced to regroup. Aggressive play this time. Koken 1-on-2. Tied up nicely that time by the Lakeville defenseman. Not sure who that was. Quick shot. And up into the netting is that shot off the stick of number 17, Connor Keogh, for your Eagan Wildcats.
A good shot by Keogh. I think Garrett Koken is trying to make up for lost time. For anybody who's new to the broadcast, Garrett Koken suffered an injury in preseason and really had very little opportunity to even get on the ice until that injury was healed. It's healed enough to the point where he can play. And so he's back on the ice for the Wildcats, a senior leader. The Wildcats really have missed him. I think missed his physical presence on the ice. He's a physical player, and whenever you're playing in tight games, having an extra body or two is never a bad thing.
And we'll have another draw to the left of Mayfield after that save. By the way, you notice on the top of your screen on these draws, there's a lot of young children who can barely see over the boards. You know what that means?
It's Little Chippers time,
Absolutely.
Or at least it will be at the first intermission.
That's right. You stay with us at intermission. Some of the future Eagan Wildcats will be taken to this ice surface inside the Civic Arena. A lot of people like watching the Little Chippers, we've been told. Williams, can he poke it out? No, kept in this time by North. Head of steam, Bachmeyer. Boniface has to hang on.
That whole sequence started with Vobel throwing the puck into the far corner with no one there. I mean, it's a situation. I mean, look, he obviously was doing it for a reason, but I think it's fair to say these players have got to get their heads around to see where they're throwing the puck, because they turn over the puck to the far side. It creates a break up the ice for the Lakeville North Panthers, and it ends up in Boniface's skates. The Cats have got to be more fundamentally sound than that.
Absolutely. Brody Baker kept that one in right in front of the Wildcat bench. First time we've called 25 in black tonight. All the way down, and icing is waved off. Here's Prouty once again. Prouty loves to be aggressive on that forecheck. Again, he's out there with Woog and Steinke. Steinke, the center, number 19. Woog is out on that left wing. We're down to 33 to go in the period. Back up top, Forrester. Far side, long shot, Ballman. Prouty couldn't quite get there in time for that rebound. Cats trying to get something set up again, though. Instead, it's Lakeville with numbers the other way and 20 to go in the period. Finding the backside, that's Brunello. Or I should check that. McGuire Deweese, number 12. I think Bruno is actually, or Brunello's 11, my bad. Shot number 11, by the way, for Lakeville North.
Brunello, one of those names it seems like, Mike, we've been calling for these Lakeville North Panthers for, it seems like 5 seasons. It's only been a handful, but a few. But these guys just never seem to graduate, do they?
He is a senior, though.
Finally, yes. Oh, I'm sure he's got senioritis just like a lot of the seniors do.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's Boniface with a nice save
Right.
through traffic.
Yep. 5 to go in the frame.
Shots 15-12 in favor of the Wildcats, as you can see there on your screen. Might be able to see there on your screen, folks, from time to time when the crack ETV crew gets the scoreboard in the background. But 15-12, that's still a very positive thing. I'll tell you, if the Wildcats end up with 45 shots on goal in this game, win or lose, that's still going to be a positive.
And indeed, that will be the final numbers as we get through the opening period. But a period where Caden Decker, with a couple of goals for Lakeville North, gives the visitors that 2-0 lead. And really, I think both of Decker's goals, they were just nice shots. The second one, I think, was even the finer of the two.
Yeah, absolutely. That first one, I think Boniface would like that one back.
Yep.
I think that second goal though was just a sweet shot, far corner, top of just under the pipe. Just a really tough shot to stop if you're Marcus Boniface. Cats not playing bad hockey, Mike. I mean, they're not playing bad hockey, but to beat these Panthers, to compete with these Panthers, they're going to have to go up a notch. Now, good news is we've seen the Wildcats be better in second periods and third periods this season. They've started at where they start, and they've gotten better as games have gone on. Let's see if that trend continues here in this second period.
Well, you thought North and Eagan was a rivalry. White and blue here. I've heard these guys can get nasty.
Absolutely, and they've got so much vim and vigor. I'm not sure if any of them understand that they're supposed to be playing hockey in the center ice. They're just knocking each other out. Now we're coming ahead to center ice.
See on the kind of the left side of your screen, number 84, that's Murphy Sparks. His dad, Pat, one of the greatest backhands in Eagan High School history.
That's what I'm told.
Yeah, longtime viewer. I think blue has a slight player advantage here. I'm trying to count out there. I count 6 white. Is it 9 blue? Looks like 9. What do you call when you're 3 men down?
You call it little chippers.
I guess.
You call it little chippers, Mike.
1-0 blue.
So much fun to watch these players.
You know, and we say it every game too. It's great that the varsity kids stay out here. They're on the blue lines. They remember what this is like.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you happen to have a varsity player who has a younger sibling as a little chipper, those are pictures that you will never forget. You will never want to lose. And to be honest with you, Mike, I'll tell you, both on the boys and girls side, I've had the opportunity of having boys players in the Eagan High School program as well as a girls player in the high school program the last couple of years. I will tell you that as White Cash is in on the near side.
That's a Brom, I think, with the goal. I think that's 1-1.
I will tell you,
2-1.
I don't think I remember other teams or other schools doing it quite like this. I've seen little chippers, but usually the varsity team goes back into the locker room, and I think having them out here and at the end they'll make a tunnel for the kids as they get off the ice in the far corner. I think it's a really nice gesture because all of these players, I'm sure, have memories of when they were this young, and they know how important it is and how important it is to build community here in Eagan or indeed anywhere.
I think when you watch when they get down to the goal on the near side, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's I don't know, is there about 10 kids standing down there with their Eagan hockey jerseys on, and they're rooting on these youngsters, and that's just fun to see. I just noticed it too. We got a breakaway opportunity for the White. This is going to be 3-1, I think. Rogers, I think, is set on the back of that jersey, number 8. That kid's got some moves, got some wheels too.
He does, and he's got a little celly built into him as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, I noticed you got Todd Carlson and Mario Munoz and Nolan Pearson over there on the Eagan bench.
I'm not sure I want to promote showboating, Mike Cook, but at the same time, I don't think hockey culture would have a problem with a little bit of a nice celly for a young player.
We got a blue with a goal. We have 2 pucks going out there now.
Well, I think that's the safest way to keep action going, right?
Well, there's that. A lot of moms and dads over on the bench. A few of them with their cell phone cameras out. Hopefully Grandma and Grandpa may be checking it out on the web here tonight. Under 137 to go.
Again, I want to say thanks to everybody joining us on the YouTube channel or on local Eagan TV. Whether you're from Lakeville, Eagan,
or parts in between.
Lakewood Ranch, Florida, Aberdeen, South Dakota, or parts unknown.
I was going to throw Lake City in there. I'm trying to think of some
Parts
other lakes
unknown.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah, parts unknown.
There you go.
It's a nod to our sometimes producer, Polish Joe Chupik.
Or parts unknown, or is that Lakeville South?
Ask the Lakeville North fans. It would be interesting to call a Lakeville North versus Lakeville South game. My understanding is the Lakeville North culture is that they are Lakeville, and then Lakeville South is just South. They don't even call them Lakeville South. They call them South. They're Lakeville, and the other school is South.
Opportunity in front. No, nothing doing. Rogers looking for his second. I assume that's a he. Can they mix them up at this level?
Yeah, we've got some girls down there. Either that or
Absolutely.
we've got some boys with very long ponytails. So I think I'm pretty sure that we've got a few girls out there. These are mites, Eagan mites. And of course the mite program, there is a girls program that the girls can join, but the mites also will accept you if you're a girl. So we've got some girls out there on the ice with the boys playing mites.
You know, I know at some point too they do that try hockey for free day here in the community, and just keep an eye on that. Is, you know, hey, let your kid give it a shot, see what happens, right?
We got some great sellies. We got Pat Sparks screaming at his TV, wondering why his kid didn't draw a penalty there, as he got slew-footed by somebody on the other team. But in any event, we are done with little chippers.
I say the Spark kid didn't go to the backhand like the old man.
Well, I mean, he is, 6 or 5 or whatever it is. 7 or whatever. So
Anyway, on that note, hey, after 2 periods, it's the Lakeville North Panthers 2, Eagan Wildcats 0. We'll take a break. We'll be back for second period action here on ETV, your home for Wildcat Sports. we're back inside the Eagan Civic Arena as we get set for the big boys after we're done with the little chippers. The Lakeville North Panthers 2, courtesy of Caden Decker with a couple of the goals. Eagan Wildcats nothing as we start period number 2. Again, he's Nathan Cron. I'm Mike Cook. Thanks for being with us here on Eagan TV, and we've got kind of an all-star crew helping us out tonight, don't we, Nathan?
We absolutely do. Executive producer is Josh Simley. Our director is Jared Greenberg. Nick Mudd, Emmett Johnson, and Brad Lester helping us out for sound, cameras, et al. So thanks so much to our award-winning ETV crew. You guys make us look and sound so good here in Eagan, and you are a huge asset to this community.
I want to give a shout out to Logan Anderson. I know he does the Lakeville LNHS Panthers broadcast. He does a really nice job down there as well. But he's always been very complimentary of us. We're complimentary of him, and both of these communities very fortunate to have both of these outlets.
I should mention that the Eagan Wildcat girls varsity hockey team is playing the Panthers here at Eagan Civic Arena on Saturday. And that will be on ETV, so check local listings for showtimes, so to speak.
We were just saying, too, girls' season ends this weekend?
Girls, well, the Wildcat girls end this weekend. There might be some other teams that play on Monday or something like that, but the sections, according to the Minnesota State High School League website, the section quarterfinals are on February 5th. So there's not much time. So my guess is the girls are probably all going to be done on Saturday. So, yeah, the girls' season is almost over.
Hard to believe. I guess it is February 1st this weekend, but still. All the way down, will we have an icing on the Panthers? No, Owen Wood, first man back for the Wildcats.
Well, it came off of Prouty. Prouty fed that all the way through the crease, and it went all the way down. Unlucky that time as Prouty did a nice job of setting things up, but nobody could get on the end of it in white and green.
Here's Wines poking it in for Lakeville North. Brent Wines, 21. He's a sophomore. Whiny, it says, is his nickname. Here's Decker. He's looking for the Hattie. Not yet, says Boniface with a big glove save. Hey, speaking of Brett Wines, by the way, hey, got to give a shout out. Deuce, who's watching us tonight from Colorado, and Grandma Eileen checking in from Chicago, watching Brett Wines and the Panthers here tonight. Of course, for the Wildcats, you got Mata Carlson, First Lady of Eagan Hockey. She's checking it out. Rachel Fair checking us out. I understand home doing some grading this evening. So. Opening minute here, period number 2. All the way down. That one will not be an icing either. Referees quickly with both arms outstretched.
Yeah, hit something on the way through. You could hear it.
Here comes Convoy and the Panthers. A couple of Wildcats. That was Koken and Thomas took out each other right in front of basically at the penalty box. Here's Wines, stop, spin. Near side Nelson, quick shot through traffic. Boniface was down. I didn't see how he got taken down. I don't know if he lost a blade or got in a collision, but bottom line is he was down. No harm is done. North continues. Thompson blocked by Forrester. Cat's going to send that one down. That will be icing. Much needed icing if you're an Eagan Wildcat fan.
Yeah, smart icing by Koken, recognizing that the Wildcats were in what I call or have called in the past the ant scramble, which is just absolute chaos. And you need to get an icing. You need to get a stoppage to get some new players on, especially with the long change. Now the Wildcats have shown us this year, Mike Cook, a couple of times where they've started this first period, played how they played, and they've gotten better as the game has gone on. Let's see if that trend continues in this game. If so, it's potentially positive for the Wildcats.
Eli Gunderson battling in the corner for North along with Wood for Eagan. Coming over to help out is number 14, Lunneberg. Puck back, stays in the Eagan zone. Can the Cats clear it out, bouncing puck. And Cats looking to regroup this time. Here's Wood. Back to Lunneberg. Cats with an opportunity. Lunneberg down that right side. He leaves it Williams. Williams looking to get it across. Never got through. Was stopped by a defender. I think it might have been Gunderson, actually. Another quick shot. Just missing the cage that time for the Wildcats was Turner, I believe. Puck comes out, not quite out. Wood battling in there. Keogh in there as well. And it is going to stay in the Lakeville North zone. Quick shot. Just miss all of that one. That was Lunneberg that time with that blast. You could hear that one echoing throughout this arena. All the way down, big change for North. Wildcats had made a big change as well, except for Williams, and he's still out there. Only one on about 4 into that Lakeville North zone.
Cats in the first period did a nice job of getting shots to the net to test Mayfield. Didn't create any real good scoring chances, but to be fair, any shots on goal are chances. And I'd like to see the Wildcats continue that for the Lakeville North Panthers. Just play sound fundamental hockey, nothing fancy.
Prouty, turnover, he's got Woog. Prouty, Woog, Prouty, Woog. No! Here comes Decker the other way for Lakeville North. Going to get a man in front. I think he was trying to see if he could get Bachmeyer on the screen. Here's Prouty. He said he had 2 last time out for these Wildcats in that game against Minneapolis. A little non-conference tilt they had back here last Thursday.
It looked like a good pass from Prouty over to Woog. I couldn't quite tell if there was some problem, if it took a hop or if it wasn't sitting flat for Woog, but that is exactly what you want to have happen in a 2-on-0 or a 2-on-1. Make that pass, make the goalie stand on one side of the net. Mayfield can't cover the whole net. And I tell you, that is Wildcat puck luck this season, Mike Cook.
Yeah, you want your picture perfect. Shots, Lakeville's got a couple this period. Cats, you have to officially have a shot on goal. Had the best opportunity on that 2-on-0. Here comes Gavin Lewis back for the Wildcats, number 6 in white. Lewis, one of the more versatile Wildcats this year. Played some forward, played some D. Got his first career goal and then had a beautiful tip in last game. Cats just a hair off sides.
Well, on a team that has struggled with injuries and illnesses and things like that, having Lewis, who himself was injured during a period of this season, Lewis' versatility has really given him the opportunity to be on the ice and contribute.
He's one of those kids, I kind of get the impression talking to the coaches, they really didn't know what kind of role he would have on this team. And one could argue he still doesn't have a defined role, but it's just more of Mr. Versatility.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you're the Wildcats, what you want are hockey players. And if Lewis can be a hockey player, then he'll find a home playing for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. All the way down, Koken to give chase for the Cats. Wines for Lakeville North, first man there. Drills Koken, levels Koken. And a little extracurricular, Koken going after Wines. And we might, I thought he might have had a little fist in there.
Yeah, both players could be well charged with giving each other a little bit of extra shaving cream on the cage. And that puck goes wide. I think that'll actually tally as a shot on goal. At least it should. So far it's not, but maybe my angle was bad. But Wildcats so far this period, Mike, not playing bad hockey.
Vogel's going to have to chase it back. McGuire-Deweese in there for Lakeville North. Deweese has got goals in 3 straight coming into this one. North tries to get it through center. And Ballman and the Wildcats. There's Vogel far side. Vogel back, talking to his dad between periods. He said he missed about 2/3 of one game and then the Minneapolis game as well with that injury. Stanky opportunity. Stop, spin. Never got a good shot off. Defended nicely that time by Lakeville North. We're 6 minutes gone by. Souvenir. And we got a big hit amongst the corner right in front of a bunch of young Wildcat fans. I think that was Gunderson that hit the glass hard for Lakeville North.
Yeah, we saw that last time you and I were here for a game here for the Wildcats. And I think it was the Wildcats and maybe the Irish. With the last game you and I called here at Mike, and I'll tell you, there was a situation where you got to keep your head on a swivel. Just because the puck is going up and out of play does not mean that you are free of any danger, potential body contact, and Gunderson found that out the hard way.
Did you say contact? Sam Moore gets hit by Blake Prouty. Decker, that one up off of Lures. 6 off 6 and out. Another souvenir for some young Wildcat fans.
That's the 3rd puck we've had into the stands in this game. you and I go whole games without having that issue. Now we've got 3. The kids are loving it.
Absolutely.
Don't see a lot of little Rugrats wearing red and black here tonight, so a lot of blue, white, and green.
I think the lone Rugrat is Cooper, the super fan, 9-year-old for Lakeville North. I think I might have called him Connor in the first period, but he corrected me at intermission.
Oh, we wouldn't want to get that wrong.
Exactly. We were telling Cooper if this gets out of hand, he might be on the air in the third period.
I think the Wildcats are going to get one here at some point here in the near future, Mike. They're playing some good hockey. They just have to be smart fundamentally and not create odd man rushes going the other way.
There's Prouty tried to toe drag that one, not able to do so. Gilchrist defensively for Lakeville North. 7 minutes gone by in this second period. Just 2 shots on goal this frame, both by North. There's Decker. That one goes all the way around. North forced the tag up, and they have not. They've got to get – Thompson's got to get back out. Now he hears him on the bench. Telling him to get back out.
Yeah, it's the long change, and sometimes you're not always sure if you've cleared or not, but I like how the referees did a good job of directing traffic there as Lakeville North needed to understand what was going on.
Here comes Conboy. Shadowed by Lure. Centered it in front. Couldn't quite get it. Boniface, I'm not sure if there was a save or it just went off the stick of Brunello.
Conboy is big and strong. He is so impressive in person, Mike.
Yep. And again, just a sophomore. Call him Gunsy, according to the online program I saw for Lakeville North.
Yeah, I'm gonna press the Lakeville North players. You got to come up with something better than Gunsy. I mean, come on, his name is Gunner. I mean, that doesn't take much. It's at the imagination level just needs to be higher. I expect more from the Lakeville Panthers.
There's Thompson, backhand, forehand. Boniface didn't know where that was, but it was just wide of the cage. Thompson, who goes by Tomps.
Don't get me started on that one.
Okay, Leon Thomas sends it in deep for the Wildcats. Koken overskates it. Here's Turner. Watched by Conboy. Kept in by the Cats as we approach the halfway point of this period. Koken, opportunity, backhand. Through traffic, Mayfield makes the save, and Thomas was right there on the doorstep.
Nice move by Koken. Nice move by Koken. A good job by Thomas squeezing Mayfield down. Oh, Mayfield did a nice job of freezing that one, Mike, but Koken got to the front of the net, and that might be the best opportunity the Wildcats have had all night so far.
Well, you had the 2-on-0, so we'll call it the second best.
Okay, second best. Yeah, I was trying to forget that one.
No, Mike, I don't know. I was going to give Thomas kudos on that one because I thought he did a really nice job. Got to the front end of the net, held his ground. That one goes just wide. But yeah, credit to Mayfield. Got the pads stacked and quickly got the mitt down. North, they had 2 in the first, both by Decker. Gives them a 2-0 lead here with 8:09 to go in the middle frame.
And despite the physical play, Mike, as you've mentioned a couple of times in this broadcast, no penalties for either team.
Ballman tries the long outlet pass. DeWeese that is intercepted on that one. Lunenberg tries to go deep, cuts up front. No, nobody there, however, though, to help him out. Ballman sends it across. Couldn't get it down from the corner. That time was Williams. Williams watched by Brunello. And we've got another whistle because Seamave with another save.
Seamave?
Seamave.
Okay. That's better. Yeah. That's better. I mean, I like that one better. Yep. But yeah, I mean, so closed circuit to the Lakeville North players. You got to come up with something a little bit better. Just a little more creativity in it.
Well, Sam Moore, number 9, it said Toner. So, thinking he was just about got the puck. That time was Moore. Okay, this is on the Lakeville Panthers, their online program this year. So, opportunity. Here comes Toner or Moore. Big save, Boniface. Another save opportunity. Marcus Boniface. Vobel and Wood for the Cats. Wood's just going to send it near side, get it out of harm's way.
It was great defense by Vobel. I talked a little bit about what he needed to do with the puck last time.
God, my goodness! Serious fist there.
Oh my goodness! Out. Oh my heavens!
McGuire DeWeese might be heading to the showers.
He will not be in this hockey game anymore.
No, that was some serious punches thrown on the ground at Blake Prouty.
There were at least 3. It's Shrek.
Was it Schreck in there? I thought it was DeWeese.
Well, Schrenk is the one being escorted to the penalty box.
You're right. Okay, I thought it was 12. My apologies. But
there were 3 blows to the back of the head. Yeah. There is no way that he can stay in this game. He's got to be gone.
Got to be gone.
He has to be gone. I mean, oh my heavens. I mean, it was near side. It was kind of behind the play.
Referees are talking, by the way.
Yeah, the referees are going to talk. They're going to talk about this. The safe thing to do is to put him in the box and then talk about it and figure out exactly what's going on. Coach Todd Carlson for the Wildcats down near the penalty boxes as well. Wildcat fans, a lot of them are up on their feet. I don't see with that behavior, I don't see how you're going to keep somebody in the game. And both teams, neither team wants anybody thrown out because they've got sections coming up. Now again, there's a few games before sections, but
you cannot let that happen.
No.
I know we don't have the replay, but be able to, you're watching this on YouTube and rewind it a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Schrick lost his composure. He lost his composure, and I could not see which Wildcat was there.
It was Prouty, I think, was getting the worst end of it.
Might have been, but blows to the back of the head. 3 good, clean blows to the back of the head. And they're going to send him to the locker room.
Yep.
And I think that's the right call.
I mean, 100%.
And again, you have somebody who loses their composure like that. You've got to be smart. And again, that's not to say that maybe he got hit, maybe somebody took a shot at him that he remembers. I don't know, but I'll tell you. And of course, there'll probably be. No, it's a game misconduct.
Yep. So they've got a 2 on the board.
I'm a little surprised. I thought there has to be a 5.
They just took the 2 down.
Yeah, it has to be a 5.
Yep. It's got to be 5 in a game.
It's 5 in a game. It's 5 in a game. Absolutely. There it is.
Prouty is standing by the penalty box for Eagan, and that door is slightly ajar.
Well, I
can't imagine Prouty's going to. I didn't see what started that whole fracas.
Well,
we just saw the punches being thrown.
Yeah.
Right in front of the Lakeville North fans.
Yep.
Even they've got to admit.
No, I don't see any Lakeville fans particularly upset with the call there. I think they all realized that was a player that lost his mind, lost his composure. I don't think that we're going to get a penalty here against the Wildcats. Again, it looked like the other thing is the refs were letting this game play a little bit, right? They were letting the teams go a little bit, and so maybe they need to start tightening it up a little bit here.
Well, you mentioned it, I don't know, not too long ago, but things were getting a little more physical. I think it was back in the corner. I can't remember who they were. Koken and one of their Lakeville guys, they were both kind of getting some shots to the head after the play, and they let them play on. And bottom line, Cats, 5-minute power play. So fighting in a game.
Again, 5-minute major for fighting on number 32, Jackson Schrick, and a game disqualification penalty.
So can the Wildcats convert? They're going to have 5 minutes. Quick shot. That one hit traffic on their way through. Might actually hit Turner on the shot by Prouty. Here's Turner. Stop. Spin. Quick shot. Mayfield. Big save. Turner just misses on the rebound. Turner upended. Pinching in is Prouty. Prouty looking to find somebody in front. Nobody there for the Wildcats. I thought Ben Williams might be coming down the slot there for the feed, but it didn't happen. Here's Woody. Owen Wood. Back to Williams. Williams from way out. Just missed far side.
Cats have got to hit the target.
Prouty. Williams. Broken up nicely that time by Lakeville North. Briefly, however, off of, that was Brunello that got a stick on it. And Lakeville North going to get that one well out of harm's way. Shooting that one all the way down the ice. That was Brett Wines.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Mike. I'm going to tell you that right now the Cats have got to get 1 on this power play. Maybe not 2. That might be against a quality Lakeville North team. That might be just too much to ask for. But they got to get 1 in the next 3.5 minutes.
Absolutely. I was about to say that very thing. Send it across Forrester. No, didn't get good. One on opportunity. Mayfield, huge save there on Holman. And it stays 2-0 Lakeville North. Nice job by Mayfield again. That's 6'4" senior between the pipes.
One thing the Wildcats have not done this year very well with their power play hovering right around 13% They have not made teams pay for taking penalties against them. They've got to do it here.
Forrester. Little pitch and catch. Forrester, quick shot. Mayfield had a good look at it. Nice save again by C-Mayf.
What I like there about Forrester, he tagged that one quickly, and it was right on frame. Cats have got to get shots on net. They cannot miss. And if they've got traffic in front of Mayfield, they don't even have to be the hardest shot, but they've got to be accurate.
There's Woog down low after the win on the draw by Holman. Woog, he's going to shoot from there, and Mayfield another save. No traffic in front, though, for the Wildcats. Mayfield, that's 3 or 4 where he's had to make the save, but easy saves.
So far, absolutely so far. Although I will say, the Wildcats, maybe it's because it's the long change, I can't tell you that for sure, but Wildcats have done a better job on this power play moving the puck. And as I say that, of course, the Panthers get a clearance.
Ballman will regroup for the Eagan Wildcats. Looks like the Eagan made one change over there. Vogel went off, and Turner came back on. And back down. Nice play by Lakeville North as halfway through this major power play for the Wildcats. Good puck movement by the home team, but no lamp lighting. Aggressive forecheck. I can't tell who that is down there for Lakeville. Nice job, though. He just kind of controlled that puck deep in his body.
Conboy.
There's more backhanded out. Boy, nearly a shorthanded opportunity for Logan Nelson coming off the bench. Lakeville, that puck went to Moore in the neutral zone, and Boniface had to hurry back in the Wildcat zone.
Cats have got to get their composure back.
2 to go in the 5-minute major. Keogh. See if the Cats can get something set up near side. Pavic, he'll shoot. Nope. I thought for sure he was going to wind up from there. And glove save that time by Mayfield. With 1:48 to go in the advantage, 3:53 to go in the middle period.
Cats starting to build that shot on goal total, but as you say, Mike Cook, a lot of these shots are just too easy for Mayfield.
Yep. And not on that one. Cats get on the board. Turner, the man getting congratulated.
I thought it was Keogh, but it looks like it might be Turner. Let's see who heads to the bench first, and it is the aforementioned Max Turner.
Time of this one, 13:10. And the power play will continue for another 1:45. Again, unfortunately, very limited broadcast tonight. We don't have the replay capability, but Cats get within 1. We'll wait for the official word from Nick Johnson. But yeah, I would think, well, here it comes.
Well, the Cats did what they needed to do so far on the power play. They had to get one. They had to climb back into this game.
Well, you don't give up a shorty, though, because here comes Lakeville 2-on-1 if they hurry. Getting back was Prouty. Prevent that for Lakeville. Decker nearly had a great opportunity as he and Bachmeyer were going in. Here's Williams. He'll stop. Circle. Turner off for the Cats. Vogel back on. Wood. Williams from way out, just wide of the cage. Wraparound attempt. No, Prouty couldn't get there. Defended nicely by a Lakeville player. Couldn't quite tell who that was. 46 to go in the man advantage for the Wildcats. Again, this is a major penalty, so they do have one already on this power play. Mayfield steered that one aside with he got the stick on that one. There's Prouty. Fakes shot, looking for the tip in front. Williams opportunity, backhand. Mayfield got up to shoulder, I think, on that one. Cats need to keep this one in, trying to get one more opportunity. Aggressive play by Bachmeyer, nearly got that puck out for North.
North penalty kill's been very impressive. They've given up one, certainly, but only one.
Prouty from way out. Mayfield got a piece of it, but it went wide. And Lakeville North now back at full strength. Prouty going to send that one in deep. Koken overskates it. Thomas just fresh off the bench. Koken, opportunity, glove save Mayfield. Oh, he's got cat-like reflexes.
He does. Great pass by Thomas. Good shot by Koken. Better save by Mayfield. Exciting sequence now with less than 2 minutes to go. Tell you the Wildcats, Mike, yes, they had a long power play. No question about that. Huge important. This is a hockey game. We are back. The Wildcats are back in this game right now. The Panthers are going to look to reassert control.
We've got a 1:45 to go in the second period to try to get that 2-goal lead back. That one went way wide off the shot of Comboy. And back out it comes. Baker to regroup, and didn't have to because we have an icing. Huge for the Cats to not give one up here, and you know the Panthers, maybe they might even press just a little bit to try and get one here in this 137. Nelson, Peterson, DeWeese up front. And that puck is going to squirt out. Gilchrist over on that far side for Lakeville North. Cats dumping that one all the way back in. And North able to get out again. Good speed this time. Nelson coming through, but first man there, where's White? That was Turner. Opportunity. Quick shot at goal. That's Thompson with the snipe. Drew Thompson. 3-1 Panthers. That's how you answer.
Cats have given up so many goals in the last, and this is 1:13 to go still here in the second period, but the Cats have given up so many late goals in periods, Mike, and that's really been, it's been one of their Achilles heels all season, right? I mean, they're in a game, they're competing, it's a one-goal game, maybe they're tied, and all of a sudden they give up a late goal, and all of a sudden the momentum just kind of goes right out of the building or right out of the locker room. Now, the Wildcats still have an opportunity to climb back in this game, but they're going to have to do it the hard way.
Yeah, we'll have to get the assist on that goal for Lakeville North as Mayfield gets the mitt down on that one. But it will be Thompson. We said he had a hat trick a couple of games ago in that Chanhassen win. It was a night where Lakeville North, 13 players had points in that 9-2 win. Here comes North again. There you go, Comboy Nelson get the helpers for North. North coach is looking for a call that time. There's a Decker, I think, was up in. Now we got some extracurricular. Decker, Woog, right in front of the bench. Now Decker's holding on to the stick. Steinke, they giving some shoves. Why, the ref looking right at it and didn't even come close to blowing his whistle. Thought he might take them both.
Players need to be careful. Refs need to make sure they assert control of the game. We've already got a major penalty in a game misconduct.
Bachmeyer. Sorry to interrupt you there, Nathan.
Yep. And penalty coming here against the Wildcats. Yep. And now we'll have two penalties coming against the Wildcats.
And Moore gets upended this time by Steinke. That's carryover from what happened, I think, in front of the Lakeville North bench. With 10 seconds to go in the period.
So I think it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Panthers.
Steinke's going to go. That might have been for hitting Moore here out here at the blue line, which, in my opinion, deserved.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised.
I think Crowdy's going to go for. Yeah. I didn't see what he did in the corner. I just heard the Lakeville fans looking for a call right away.
Yeah, there was a call. There was a call for taking a player down, and then there's a call for one of the Wildcats. And unfortunately, when we don't have a monitor, it's a little hard to see. One of the Wildcats jumped into the boards after there was already a delayed penalty coming, and that's, frankly, Mike, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that the Cats would do that because they already know, they have to know that a penalty's coming. They have to know their team's going to be down, and instead of staying off the boards for a second penalty, they go and take one, and that's just, the composure needs to be there. I understand things are getting a little hot, and frankly, the referees need to make sure that they assert control of this game, but.
Well, that Steinke and Moore thing, that was the one where I said, 10 seconds ago, take them both for roughing, and that just continued over.
It sure did.
And then Steinke he did give Moore a shot. I think it was after the whistle. Todd Carlson looked for an explanation over on the Wildcat bench as you look at a couple of guys sitting in the box. They're good for the official call here.
2 minutes for roughing. And number 19, Ben Steinke, 2 minutes for slashing.
Okay, so rough and slash respectively, but bottom line, 5-3. Well, Lakeville North for 10 seconds, but more so you're going to start the third with 150 of a 5-on-3, most likely.
Yep, absolutely. And the Wildcats, Wildcats are really up against it now.
Although you get one here in this next 10 seconds, I'll call it a dagger.
It might be.
Bachmeyer on the draw. Cats win it. Wood, he's in there with Conboy. Conboy circling. Can they get a shot off Conboy? Oh, they just about got one. They had, that was Nelson right on the doorstep, but he was tied up, I think it was by Wood. So the Cats escape, only down by a 3-1 count. It wasn't that long ago we were fired up for the Cats. They got within 2-1. And both teams looks like they're going to head off without any extracurricular activities at the moment.
Looks like all the boys are going to behave as they get off the ice, which is good. The Cats are going to have a tall order coming out here for the third period, killing off a 2-man advantage for almost 2 full minutes.
Shots on goal, by the way, 13-6 Eagan in that period. So, bottom line, it's 3-1 Lakeville North. They're going to have a nice 2-man advantage when we come back for third period action. You're watching Eagan Wildcat Hockey on ETV. set for third period action back here in the Eagan Civic Arena. A very key minute and 51 seconds to start this frame, Nathan Cron. Eagan Wildcats 2 players down. Lakeville North with a 3-1 lead as we start the third period.
Now the Cats dug themselves a hole by giving up a late goal here in the second period to the Lakeville North Panthers, and then decided to compound the situation by taking not 1 but 2 penalties with 10 seconds to go in the period. And so the Wildcats, despite a major penalty power play where they were able to narrow the gap to 1 goal, now find themselves not only down 2 goals, but with a minute 51 to kill off against these Panthers, who have demonstrated a lot of quality.
Yep.
And the big line is out. The Conboy, Moore, and Thompson line are out.
Yep. And then back on defense right now, Nelson and Brunello. Actually, Conboy's going to be back on quarterback in the power play at the left point for Lakeville North.
I was going to say the lines are a little goofy here for the North Panthers because of the power play.
But there's, I'd say, 5 solid weapons out there for Lakeville North at the moment. Brunello, Conboy, down low, good early puck movement. Long shot, Conboy, that went off the skate of Wood. Lakeville does control, however. Brunello, over to Conboy. They were trying to get over to, trying to get to number 14 on the side. That was Bachmeyer. Drew a blank there for a moment. Bachmeyer. Baki, they call him.
Baki might be just roll off the tongue a little faster.
Yeah. Conboy back up top at the dot, down low again. In Bachmeyer, cross ice. Big save by Marcus Boniface. I don't know if he made another one or that never got through. I couldn't tell from our angle. Minute to go in the 2-man advantage. Shot! Brunello couldn't quite connect. Another big save, Marcus Boniface.
Cats desperately need a clearance. They're not going to get it.
Nope. This has been in the Eagan zone the entire minute plus on this 2-man advantage. On the doorstep, Boniface with another save. Woog, can he get it out of the zone? And that puck is kept out. Jake Woog. Cats only able to change 1 man, however, as Forrester goes out. Ballman came on.
Panthers were changing as well.
Yep.
Cats need to be aggressive here. Maybe they have a chance to win the puck.
I think North changed 3. And Boniface with another big save. Unofficially, that's 4 shots with this 2-man advantage for Lakeville North. And Boniface has kept them in it.
Absolutely. This is the Marcus Boniface show here earlier in the third period. Well, we talked about it at the break. If the Cats are going to climb back in this one, they've got to kill this penalty off. And they're a quarter of a minute away from doing that.
Turner pokes it out. Just over Hines, who was trying to reach up. Thompson looking for 1. Thompson had that 3rd goal. Cats are 3 seconds away from being back at full strength, and those 3 seconds are elapsed. Big early kill for the Wildcats. Prouty storming out of that box, full head of steam, but we've got an icing on the home team with 15:02 to go.
I'll have to quote some of what the kids say nowadays, taking off of a movie that has become an instant cult classic. So you're saying there's a chance. And the Wildcats have a chance to climb back in this one. This Lakeville North team, as they get ready for sections, they're looking stronger and stronger. And tonight they've done nothing to give us any reason to believe that they won't be a power and a force in Section 1.
And if tradition holds, it's North versus South at the Mayo Civic Center.
I was just going to say, well, last year not so much, but you're right. That has been typically what has happened.
But we mentioned North, they come into this game, they're 8-11-1 overall, 4-7-1 in conference play. Cats sitting at the bottom of the South Suburban Conference with a 1-10 record, 3-16 overall. Eagan fans looking for a call high off the glass back into the North zone. Brunello tried to get it up to Peterson on the near side wall.
I think the Eagan fans had a point, but no harm, no foul. This
will be Moore in North. Moore just waits for his teammates. Everybody gets set. Brunello got knocked down. Looks for the official, like, where was the call?
Yeah, I think Brunello's got a point.
I do too.
I think that should have been a whistle against the Wildcats.
I agree.
And I'm not sure what these referees are not doing a good job, Mike Cook, of controlling this game. And I'm worried that we're going to see another major Donnybrook breakout here if these players are not called to account.
There's Conboy going in deep against Forster. Yeah, we had the major for fighting against the Lakeville North player back in the second period and got a game as well. And I know we got kind of worked up over that, but we would have done the same thing if it was an Eagan guy throwing punches.
No, you can't do that in high school hockey.
No, you couldn't. You can't do that in the NHL for that matter.
You probably, you're going to get tagged either way.
Maybe in the Federal League back in the slap shot days, but other than that, no. So, yeah.
Well, it's right there for the Cats.
It is.
It's right there for the Cats to climb back into this one. Important sequence here for the Lakeville Panthers, though. I mean, Lakeville North Panthers is what they need to do is just play good fundamental hockey. Don't make any mistakes. Don't let that puck take a weird bounce. Make sure they're looking where they're passing. Just play smart, mistake-free hockey, and they'll probably be okay. It's the Cats are going to have to get a little bit of puck luck here.
Well, here's an opportunity. Williams, he was offsides. Is definitely for the puck. One thing somebody was talking here at intermission, one of the Lakeville fans, see if Sam Foley comes back, number 7. Sounds like he was the player that you said was crawling to the bench after a hit, or at least they collided. I'm not sure if it was a hit or what happened exactly, but right by the Lakeville North bench. So we'll see if 7 comes back for the Panthers.
Yeah, definitely have not seen him since he went off the ice. And to be fair, I couldn't tell what number it was, so I didn't know. But now that you say that, and of course, we have not seen Foley here in a period and a half.
Nelson, he loses the puck. Vobel got a shot at Nelson, but Nelson does get it back. He'll circle below the end line. Tries to send it rink wide across. Just a hair behind the intended target. That was number 27, Garrett Gilquist. Cats fresh 5 coming on as Lunenburg dumped it in deep. Lakeville North, here comes number 14, Bachmeyer. DeWeese that time gets right in the way of Ballman's attempt. I like DeWeese on that forecheck for Lakeville North. Cats coming in. Here's Forrester. Forrester, a referee when he's not playing. Same with Max Turner for that matter. Here's Ballman, I should say. 12. Whoa, big hit that time. That was Prouty, and we got a whistle. Is Prouty going to go? I don't see an arm in the air.
No arm in the air. Oh. Honestly, that was a clean hit.
Puck go out of play? I didn't notice.
That was a
under the Eagan bench.
Yep.
I was watching Prouty.
So DeWeese saw that. DeWeese saw Prouty coming in. He had a chance to button up. He didn't get hit from behind or from the side. Just a good hit, clean hit. Prouty's arms were down. He didn't leave his skates. So nice, clean play there. Physical play, but clean play. And DeWeese back up on his skates quickly after that, enough to give Prouty the business afterwards, saying, I don't appreciate that, which is absolutely fine. You don't have to appreciate it. You don't have to like it. It's just not a penalty.
North keeps it in. Peterson. High. Got a little shot up high from Turner.
And to be fair, DeWeese wasn't looking for a penalty anyway, but in any event.
No. Here comes Liam Thomas with an opportunity. Thomas shot. Mayfield with the save. Seamay standing tall again for the Panthers. Here comes Moore. 3-on-2 potential. Tried to get it back to the trailer. There was 2 of them. Wines was one of them. Might have been Peterson, the other man. Bottom line, Cats able to bring it out. Still down by a 3-1 count. Thomas dumps that one in off the end boards. Fresh 5 coming on for Todd Carlson's Wildcats. Another souvenir. And the kid's running forward. Young man, there it is. His dad had to kind of help point it out to him.
It's a nice play by Liam Thomas, doing a nice job of picking up that puck and skating in. Unfortunately, he just didn't quite have enough time to do something other than put it into Mayfield. If he had an extra half second or an extra stride, you get the sense that maybe he would have been able to pull out some move out of the bag of tricks.
Keogh in deep for the Wildcats, 17 in white. Battling over there with Baker. Gordy Baker Sr., Keogh Jr. Hit there right along the near side boards. Williams for Eagan, Thompson for North. Back in front, Keogh, quick shot, Mayfield, another save, read well by the netminder. 10.5 to go in this third period. 3-1, Lakeville North. North looking to win their 3rd straight on the year. Beat Chanhassen and then the Apple Valley Burnsville team last Thursday and Friday. Cats looking to end a 6-game slide. 3 of those losses on this ice sheet in overtime. Here comes Williams, he'll just dump it in. He and Decker, they're going to exchange some blows to the head. Somebody's going to go, there's an arm in the air. It should be both. We'll see if that is what happens.
It's not. It's only going to be Williams.
Conboy splits the D. Puck touched by Vobel. Let's see what this one's all about.
And the reason I say that is the Lakeville North Panthers were in possession of that puck. If it was matching minors, they should have grabbed them both, immediately blown it dead. Instead, Williams is going to go and sit in the box with 9:52 to go here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, Williams hit Decker right in the head. It was a pretty easy call, and I thought Decker had given him a little bit of the business, but Todd Carlson looking for an explanation over at the Eagan bench.
Yeah, I think Coach Carlson's asking why they're both not going. I have no problem with Williams being sent to the box. No. That was absolutely a penalty.
100%.
I think Coach Carlson wondering why there's not a matching minor, but in any event, the Panthers will go to the power play with 9:52 to go.
As we said, Eagan penalty kill 72.9 coming into this game. Lakeville North power play 20.6. High sticking, by the way, the call on Williams.
Cats need to maintain their composure. We've already seen what a loss of composure can do in terms of creating penalties for both teams. Cats have got to maintain their composure. They cannot afford to spend more time on the penalty kill.
And North, when they were on that 5-on-3 earlier, they spent most of that time in the Eagan zone. See if they can do it at 5-on-4 as well. Trying to get the backhand pass. Turner creating havoc, and Max Turner able to poke that one out for the Eagan Wildcats.
Oh, it was a gutty play by Turner. Nicely done.
Here comes Conboy, Gunnar Conboy. They call him Gunsy. Full head of steam, and some, I would dare say. He's got Wines up top, and he split his defenders.
Just bad luck for Conboy there as he made a magnificent play, bringing it into the zone, circled the net, but his teammates just couldn't quite be in the right position for that pass.
Here comes Moore in deep. Sam Moore back up top. Here's Wines, top of the slot. He's going to shoot from there. It goes just wide. Rebound, Decker. Decker's got 2 goals tonight for the Lakeville North Panthers. Thompson has got the other. 49 seconds to go, man advantage. Wind up shot. Conboy whistles that one just wide. And he definitely got all on that shot.
Interesting power play set up by the Lakeville North Panthers. They're really keeping 4 players on the perimeter, only 1 player really in front of Boniface. And what an interesting setup that was. And in some sense, you wonder if being ahead by 2 goals, they're doing what they can to make sure they keep players high, so that they don't get beat high. Maybe that's, again, I can't say I'm an expert. I haven't done a lot of breakdown on film on Lakeville North boys hockey this year, but if so, that's a smart play by the Lakeville North Panthers to keep players high.
Oh, Boniface sprawling across. Fortunate that puck just hit him. Great opportunity as Eagan now back at full strength. Lakeville North somehow does not make that 4-1. And that was, I think it was Thompson on the far side that right on goal, and Boniface was just got the body in the way as he was flailing back across.
Oh, Thompson absolutely should have made this 4-1. As you see Garrett Koken down talking to Marcus Boniface, giving him a hand on the hat, saying thanks for keeping us in this game, big guy. Cats now at full strength, 7:45 to go. Maybe they can get one here and make a game of this.
Try to get the long outlet to Koken. He does stay on side. Tied up briefly, though, by Brunello for Lakeville. Cats able to, no, they are going to say that one got out. Ballman was right on that blue line. Here's Thomas, couldn't overskates it. Decker ridden into the boards as he loses the puck at the Eagan blue line. Potential for the Cats, couldn't quite connect with Lunenburg, still a shot. And that goes wide of Carter Mayfield. Mayfield, 30 saves tonight for Lakeville North.
Wildcats Sorry, Mike.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say Wildcats need to get back to what they were doing in the first period where they were just shooting with abandon. Every time they're getting into the zone, they just need to get shots to Mayfield and then hope for rebounds or weird bounces or that Mayfield gets screened. Right now, the propensity, they're getting into the zone, but they're not shooting as quickly as they were in the first period.
Here comes Thompson. Well, Lakeville is just so smooth on a lot of this passing, and as I say that, they turn it over. But I've been impressed with it. It's quick, a lot of touch passes, and Mayfield with the short hop. It's like Lakeville, they know what they want to do with that puck right away. It's been impressive to me.
Absolutely, a lot of upperclassmen here for the Panthers. Only a couple of underclassmen, sophomores on this team, seeing regular minutes.
Have to keep an eye on it. It seems like Lakeville North they're down to 2 lines right now. Let's see if that maintains. Anderson, or Thompson, I should say. I thought he was maybe just a hair offside. Officials play on. They had a better view than we did. Thompson stops, spins, forehand. Tries to get around Wood. That's not going to work. Forrester over to help out as well for Eagan.
Cats doing a lot of puck watching. They need to pick up their defensive assignments.
There's Wines. And we've got a Lakeville Panther down. That's Thompson. I did not see what happened to Drew Thompson over on that far side.
Honestly, it was behind the play. I didn't see it either.
He appears to be in agony.
Yeah, he is in some discomfort, and hopefully just a twist or a turn.
Looks like he's trainer going to come out onto the surface, but a hush over the crowd here in the Eagan Civic Arena.
Athletic trainer Ann Swanberg from Twin Cities Orthopedics will come out and take a look at him. And I'll say this is hopefully this is not a serious injury, and hopefully it's something that you can bounce back from very quickly. But if so, it'd be the second Lakeville Panther that we've seen leave the game because of an injury.
Right.
And the thing is, I didn't, like you said, Mike, it was a little bit behind the play, but I certainly didn't see any big hit. I didn't see any big collision or anything like that. And Thompson up on his feet.
Yeah, Jake Taylor going to come out there, coach, but gets to about the Eagan blue line, and Thompson gets up.
And good to see him skating off, at least being able to put weight on both legs. So
absolutely,
hopefully just a temporary issue.
Yeah. We'll go to the bench. It's not like he's going straight to the locker room. That's another good sign. Again, Lakeville coaches. Jake Taylor is the head coach. They have 3 first-year assistants I saw over there, and there's some name recognition with Jack and Nick Paling, part of that class of 2015.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, exactly. You've heard of 31-0 state champ?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that banner at Ames Arena more than a few times.
Yeah, Palings are both Mr. Hockey finalists, and then Jacob Benson, he was a North Dakota state champion in 2013. So yeah, all first-year coaches. That's some pretty good pedigree over there on that north bench, or behind the bench, I guess you would say.
Not a bad way to start your high school coaching career.
No. And Jake Taylor's year number 6 as the north bench boss. Here comes Nelson, head of steam. Watched by Keel, ridden out of the play by Keel. He and Keel collide again. Vobel with his man over in the corner.
I got to tell you, Mike, the way the game has gotten very physical and almost has a hint of nastiness to it between these two teams.
Williams on Wines.
We got to watch behind the plays. We're going to have to let our eyes drift a little behind the play to make sure that we're picking up everything. Cats just got away with what I would call probably a cross check.
There's a North's going to take a penalty. Logan Nelson's going to hit one of the players in the back. It's got a cross check, I assume, is going to be the call. Official was looking right at it, and indeed it will be a cross check.
Yeah, I think the Wildcats may have gotten away with one. From my perspective, certainly was contact to the back, and I couldn't see which Lakeville North Panther went down. Wouldn't be surprised if I watched the replay later if it's Nelson who then retaliated. So often in these situations, it's the guy who retaliates that ends up drawing the penalty. But with just over 5 minutes to go, Wildcats have a power play, Mike Cook. Is it too dramatic to say have to score on this power play?
No.
Maybe that's not too dramatic
at all.
In that case, I'll go with it.
Thompson going to the locker room, but it's under his own power. Nobody helping him, so fingers crossed that young man will be okay. Cross-checking, by the way, is the official call.
Decker with a great block shot there.
Somebody their stick was broken, and I think it might have been a Lakeville Panther, but they are back. All their players have sticks in hands. Prouty going behind the net. Here's Williams far side. Quick shot, that goes wide of the cage. With 1:30 to go, man advantage Wildcats. Prouty cross ice pass, couldn't quite connect. Was Williams coming in off that half wall. 2-on-1 the other way. Wood is back. Conboy, Boniface saved. Didn't know he had it, but it went wide. Again, Marcus Boniface standing tall between the pipes for the Wildcats.
Cats need to be just smart here fundamentally. I like the pass, the idea going cross ice all the way across, but there were a lot of sticks in the way. Cats just need to be smart, gain the zone with possession.
Williams with wheels. Yep, he was upended. Nothing intentional there. That just was like a hockey play. Mayfield's okay.
Yep, just two players coming together. Nobody's getting upset about that. But early in that sequence, Decker with a great blocked shot right off the first faceoff. And I tell you, the Panthers are 54 seconds away from maybe slamming the door on the Wildcats. We'll have to see what the Wildcats can muster here in this power play.
Eagan with 35 shots on goal right now. I don't know what their season high is, but that's got to be close to it, I would think. Vogel down in the corner. Holman is with him. Defensive play, though, is Brunello. Where's the C? He and Conboy for Lakeville North. You're going to see, here comes Wood for the Wildcats. Forrester in front, tip just wide, Holman. Vogel just outside the blue paint as well. 26 to go, man advantage. Forrester, Woog. Shot, tried to get through traffic. Holman with the screen. Still nice save by Mayfield. And that puck's going to go all the way out. Should just about do it with 10 to go in the man advantage. Now at what point, if you're Coach Carlson for the Wildcats, do you think about pulling Boniface? As the North now at full strength officially. Woog is in deep. Boniface about 3 strides outside the blue paint as I look down there. Forrester pinching in low, tried to get it in front. Brunello was there in front. Nelson. And here comes Lakeville North, 3-on-2 the other way. Leading the rush, that's DeWeese. That goes just wide off of there. That was DeWeese with the shot. Peterson and Nelson up top with him. 2.5 to go. Bad turnover, Wildcats in their own zone. Going to get away with it, however. Puck up, out of play. Souvenir number 5, I believe. Somebody better check the puck supply here at the old Civic Arena.
Yeah, that blue bucket underneath the scorer's table is going to start to get a little light here if we're not careful. But with 2:20 to go, neither of the teams thinking about how many pucks they're putting in the stands. Right. I'll tell you,
I thought Eagan might take a timeout here, but the faceoff is going to be in their own zone. Yep, matter of fact, there's a timeout taken by timeout? Eagan, yep, there it is. Okay, with 2:20 to go. Hey, by the way, let's look at the upcoming schedule, by the way, for the Eagan Wildcats. At Lakeville South on Saturday afternoon. That's a 3 o'clock tilt. Back here on February 4th, last regular season home game of the year, Apple Valley Burnsville. And they finish with 3 on the road with Jefferson, Prior Lake, and Rosemount. Lakeville North, by the way, at Farmington on Friday night. So a little Friday night puck in Farmington. Got a road trip to New Prague, and then they're home Eastview and Shakopee to round out their regular season down at Ames Arena. And then before we know it, it's section playoff time.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned earlier, the girls with their last regular season hockey game here against the Lakeville North Panthers girls side. That'll be Saturday, this coming Saturday. And let me check that game time on schedule right now for you.
So it's a 7 o'clock, I would think.
I don't know if it's a 7 or if it's the early game.
The boys are on the road.
The boys are on the, okay, well, if the boys are on the road, then the girls are playing at 7 o'clock. Yep, 7 o'clock.
5 o'clock JV, I would think.
Yep. 5 o'clock JV, 7 o'clock varsity. So that'll be a heads up for everybody there in Lakeville Northland, as well as in Wildcat Country.
Yep.
Lakeville Northland? That sounds okay.
Sure.
Wildcat country kind of roll. You and I have used that phrase several times, but
That's what we do.
I'm sure somebody at North Scott will correct me. I'm sure they've got a way of distinguishing themselves from the other people that share the town, right?
Maybe we could just call it Lakeville.
Lakeville. Maybe.
Is it the North football jerseys that just say Lakeville on the back?
I don't know.
I
have to think about that.
I know they used to. I think they still do. But anyway, this is hockey we're talking about now. Prouty across looking for Woog. Boniface out. 6 attackers for the Eagan Wildcats. Prouty amongst a pile of Panthers. Just wide of the cage with 2 to go. Puck kept in. Steinke sprawled out trying to keep it. Here comes Lakeville the other way. Again, that Eagan net is empty. Nelson's going to shoot that down. Was on the proper side of the red line, so no icing. Ballman and the Wildcats trailing by 2. Bad turnover. Ball, big save. Forrester.
Highlight reel stuff for Charlie Forrester.
Wines. No, he hits iron, I think, twice. I think we had the double doink. Minute and a half to go. Wood tip in front. That couldn't quite get it that time. Crashing the net with Steinke. Big hit that time. Woog levels a North player. Forrester through traffic. Mayfield steers that aside.
Quality opportunity there for the Wildcats. Panthers really pressing defensively, doing a nice job of cutting down lanes.
All the way down. Will it make it in that game? That'll do it. About 185-foot goal. Wines, I believe, is going to get that one. We'll wait for the official proclamation, but Wines appears to be the first man to the bench.
I have to say, having watched teams score goals here at Wildcats at the Eagan Civic Arena before, is it just me or is the celebration there for the Lakeville North Panthers a little subdued? They look like they were, I wouldn't say out of gas, but they look like there's some relief there because I think the Wildcats were really pressing there during that empty net situation.
Or it's one of those, yeah, we've been there. Sigel, I thought he said number 9, but then he said Brunello, so I'm going to go with Brunello. For Wines, that's his first of the night. I'm sure Deuce loves that one from Colorado where he's watching tonight, and Eileen in Chicago watching her grandson get a goal. Nathan, here, I'm going to give you a stat that I just find hard to believe. Cats are now going to be 0-8 at home.
It's been a long season for the Wildcats this season. I mean, and you think about those, and as you mentioned before, out of the last 6 games they've lost, 3 in overtime were all at home.
By the way, I stand corrected, 0-9 at home.
0-9.
And the Lakeville North Panthers, they're outshot 37-28, but they are going to leave with a 4-1 victory. 2 early goals by Caden Decker. Cats get within 1 from Turner, but then 1 by Drew Thompson late in the second, and then the empty netter by Wines from about 185 feet away. 4-1 Lakeville North.
Well, if you told me the Wildcats were going to outshoot Lakeville North 37-28, I would have said, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That sounds good to me. But I'll tell you right now, the Lakeville North Panthers were very, very good at converting their chances and creating not just shots but good scoring opportunities. There has to be some continued frustration for the Wildcats as they got some good goaltending by Marcus Boniface, but they weren't able to cash in on 36 of those 37 shots.
Cats fall to 3-17 overall, 1-11 in South Suburban play. Lakeville North 9-11-1, 5-7-1 in conference play. And by the way, just want to make sure we say, hey, Sam Foley, Drew Thompson, we hope you guys are okay for Lakeville North. We didn't see Foley come back, and we saw Thompson kind of skate off there in the third period. So hopefully both those guys are going to be okay for the Panthers.
Well, we're short. We've got section playoffs coming up in maybe 2.5 weeks or so for the boys. The girls start next week, but the boys a little bit longer season, a little different season, I should say. Not longer, just slightly different in terms of timing. But I guarantee you, for this Lakeville North Panther team, as good as they are and as good as they played here tonight, they're going to want their 2 seniors back, absolutely back and available to them for the section. They've got some good competition down in Section 1, and we'll see where they end up from a seeding standpoint.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap it up from the Civic Arena. Again, your final score: the Lakeville North Panthers 4, the Eagan Wildcats 1. So he's Nathan Cron. I'm Mike Cook on behalf of the entire ETV crew. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time for Wildcat Hockey on ETV, and for a certain viewer, Meatball.